I'm recording it, and I can send it to her later. Okay. Ega. Let's just finish with this. These are all words that were in the story. Okay, so those are antonyms. Abode and a home. What's your abode?
Those are synonyms.
Those are synonyms. I live in a happy abode. Abode is a home. Consternation and worry. Consternation and worry. Synonyms or antonyms? Okay, consternation is confusion. It means anxiety, charada. Okay, and worry is obviously daga. So those are definitely synonyms or antonyms? Synonyms. Okay, now last one. 8. Vindictive or vengeful? Vindictive.
That's a synonym.
Those are synonyms. If you're vindictive, you're right. Okay, and the last thing at the bottom of the page is nice, is how to learn a word from context. Okay, so you have here, Mr. Twasani, אני קורא מה שבתוך התיבה שמה. Mr. Toussaint tried and we're going to guess a word, the word Ferris. I don't know if you remember it, but maybe you'll get it from here, this context. Mr. Toussaint tried the microwave. Even the cleverest squeezy pouch couldn't survive a good nuking. Remember nuking, to nuke something? What's to nuke something?
Yeah, גרעיני.
לפוצץ.
כאילו כמו פיצוץ גרעיני.
Excellent. But the microwave wouldn't switch on. I'm no drink, I'm no meal, Looney Tunes saying. I'm a ferrous lump of steel. עכשיו, לפי ההקשר, according to the context, what does the word ferrous mean? What does ferrous mean?
Like furious?
No.
Maybe.
Else. You have to do the sentence. A ferrous. Yara, do you have the book, by the way? Do you have the book now? Did you get it?
No, I didn't get it yet.
Okay.
Maybe it's like indestructible. I don't know.
Well, a ferrous lump of steel. What's steel? Steel. Steel is
מתכת, ברזל.
So ferrous, O-U-S בסוף מילה, זה מתכוון תואר. So it's like saying a steel.
Yeah, but what kind of?
You could guess already, according to the context, you could guess that the word ferrous, ferrous, you know that the root is fair. If you knew French or Spanish, you would already know, because fair in Spanish and ferro in Spanish.
I know frère.
French.
שזה אח. No.
Okay, frère. Frère is ach. Frère, it's all for T. Well, fair, kacha, is steel, equals steel, okay? Steel, okay? So you see fair, and then as you want the O-U-S, בסוף המילה, is a מתארת אותו. So it's like saying steely. Steely. It's a word for steel. All right, those are just like tricks of how to learn see words from context, Zeo, so today I was looking at the book and, you know, I decided actually to go to the last part of this unit, which I felt was the best next thing for us to do. So if you look at the, first of all, Tal Yara, or what about Nechama? Nechama, do you have the book? Nechama?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I would like you should call call the store and find out what's happening with that book. So if you go to our Google Classroom, you will see now the next thing we're doing. We're on page, for those who have the book, which is just Bhakti, I think. We're going to be on page, there's a page I don't think I copied. We're on page 51. 51. Let me see if I copied the first page. So I think the first one is page 51. Let me try to open it now.
Wait, why did we skip like 40 pages?
Yeah, because I thought that this was really the best way the best next article. There were some poems which I just didn't think they were good. I just think that they were the best thing. There's one article before this, which is interesting, but I thought it was too academic. And this one's a little less academic. It's the last article. And we might, if you like the subject, we'll read the other one too next week. Okay? So,
Wait, is that a movie? It looks like a
no.
movie.
No, it's not a movie. What I did forget to copy is the vocabulary section with the hard words. Let me just write them on the luach. You see, אתם רואות את זה עכשיו? אתם רואות את הספר עכשיו? You see it? Yara, did you see it before, a second ago?
Yeah, I saw it.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So before I do that, I forgot to copy page 50. Let me just write down the words. There's 4 words which they think are hard words. You don't know. Sector, scrutinize, exotic, and renowned. Okay? So those are the words that they want you to learn.
I know what exotic is.
Yeah, you know what exotic is. That's an easy one. What's a sector? A sector. Okay, the
Masculine.
sentence is
Muscular.
כן.
not a
משנה.
secretary. No, not a secretary. Here's the sentence that it feels. I'm going to copy the sentence that's from the book. Batya, you can read it to me too. Number 4. While certain, you see that there? Positions, job positions will be eliminated, the overall demand for jobs in the financial is expected to increase. Okay? So what does it say? Well, certain positions will be eliminated. The overall demand for jobs.
You wrote twice him. I think that shouldn't be
Well,
there.
certain jobs that will be eliminated.
Is that how you read it?
No, you're right. You're right. The overall demand for jobs in the financial sector is expected to increase. So what does that mean? I write sector here. Sector. While certain positions will be eliminated, the overall demand for jobs in the financial sector is expected to increase.
Like section?
Section?
Uh,
Yeah, like migzal or area.
yeah.
Okay. So let me just go over. So sector is like a migzal or an area. Okay. What about scrutinize? I'm going to scrutinize the problem. I'm going to understand it and look at it really, really closely. I'm going to scrutinize it. Scrutinize is
Like zoom in.
Ayen is to scrutinize. Okay. And the next word is what? Exotic. Which means, I don't know, exotic. You know, what does that mean, exotic?
Yeah, there something that is, I don't know, from another country. Interesting.
Good. So the
Like
example
bizarre,
here-
but in a good way.
Good.
It's like
The
bizarre,
example
but in a good
here
way.
for the text is the chef used exotic ingredients, okay, that we didn't recognize. You understand that? What does that mean? What's a chef?
Chef, mission Michel.
Somebody who cooks, right? Who cooks?
The main
cook. The main cook.
cooker. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's renowned? Renowned.
Isn't it like famous or something? Like people know about you or something like that?
Yeah. The people that, what do you say?
Like people that talk about your, like people know about you.
Okay, good. So this is the sentence they give. Renowned scientists are recognized as leading authorities in their fields of study. Mazot Amelet. Renowned scientists are recognized. What's recognized?
ידועים.
Yuduim, Mukarim, as leading authorities. Authority is a somebody who has authority is some
סמכות.
yeah.
Yeah.
The leading authority. What's a leading authority? I am a leading authority in.
להשליט סמכות.
כן, כמו
להשליט סמכות.
להוביל
אני-
סמכות.
כן, I'm on the top of my field. I'm on the top of my my profession. People-
הראשון בה, כאילו הראשון בה.
It's very
דבר.
cocky.
כן, exactly. הראשון בתחום שלך. In their fields of study. What's a field of study? Field of study.
שדות של לימודים.
יפה. Sodot is field, but here field is tchum. Tchum. Okay? Okay, is tchum. And the other example here they give for scrutinize is the inspector will scrutinize. Scrutinize.
מפקח יעיין.
To determine whether it has been done correctly. מה זאת אומרת? The inspector will scrutinize the work.
Like, המפקח
Examining.
יבחון
Examine.
את העבודה
What is the weather?
כדי
What is the word
להחליט
weather? What is weather?
אם...
כדי לקבוע.
מזג האוויר.
יפה, מזג
it's like-
האוויר, אם אני כותב את זה ככה, weather, אבל כאן מה זה weather עם WH?
זה אם, אני חושבת.
אם,
כאילו...
אם. זה כמו אם, א' מ'. So the inspector will scrutinize the work to determine, כדי לקבוע, whether it has been done correctly. Okay, so these are words that are kind of new. Sector,
Wait,
area.
can you put that on Classroom 2? This whole...
I can put the page up. I'll just
Word.
copy it. I could do it right now,
Yeah,
but I
just-
don't want to stop the class. Yeah, it's really easy now that I learned how to do it, to put things on Classroom. It just takes a second. All right, but I'll do it afterwards. Yeah. Okay. And you got that page there in Classroom. So now let's look at the text for today. So again, we're looking at the whole subject of this unit is technology. Does it improve or control our lives? Does it improve or control our lives? All right, now we're going to read an article. Oh, it's kind of hard to read, but we'll try our best. Oh, that's better. Called Heads Up, Humans. What does it mean, heads up? If I say to you, heads up,
Like, זהירות.
תיזהרו,
תיזהרו.
Like I threw a ball or something like that, and don't let it hit your head. Okay, let's read the background.
Notice something.
What do you notice?
Like, lift
Notice,
your
yeah.
head so you can see that.
Right, heads up, duck. We say duck. Como barbaz, duck. Duck means bend your head down really fast, like duck down your head. Nobody sees you. Okay, so let me read the first paragraph. Background. The potential future impact. This is the Rayam Tradis. When we read an article, we want to understand as soon as possible the idea of the article, okay? The potential future impact of automation on employment has been the subject of much heated debate. Such arguments rely on the analysis of historical data as well as economic forecasts that may be influenced by a variety of factors. Okay, so ma'od academy. Okay, so what is it we're saying? The potential future impact of automation. What do you think automation means? Automation?
Isn't it like auto is like, I don't know how to
Automation.
explain. Automation is like robots maybe? Or something
Robots,
like
yeah.
that, like
Auto
something
means,
that-
there's another word for a car. You could say an automobile. Automobile.
Yeah, automobile.
Okay, or you could say it's like auto means self. You do it yourself. Well, automobile is nayad, como nayad, but well, mation is como lashon shel mechona. So the idea is robots. Yeah, robots. And an impact is an influence. The hashpa'ah on employment. What's employment?
משרות.
To be employed is to get a job. Yeah, misrot.
Yeah.
Tasuka. Upana Meron employs me. Hem masikim oti. Okay? It has been the subject, when it said, much heated debate. What's debate? What's a debate?
דיון.
Diyun lahut, because heated, hot. Such arguments rely on the analysis. So how do they make the debate? People make their arguments. An argument here is not a vikuach, it's a nimuk. So these nimukim rely on them. Sumchima, the analysis of historical data. What is data? Data?
מידע.
Midah historic, how it worked in the past, as well as economic forecast. What does as well as mean? As well as.
כמו,
No, gam.
כמו משהו.
No, זה לא כמו, זה גם. את צודקת. זה יכול להיות טוב כמו. אבל כאן זה ביטוי מיוחד שזה גם אומר וגם. וכאן, לפי ההקשר אפשר להבין, you understand that it means וגם. Economic forecast. What's a weather forecast with W-E-A-T-H? A weather forecast.
תחזוקה.
תחזוקה.
No,
Economic.
no, that's not it.
Not תחזוקה, no, not תחזה. It's a...
No. לחזות, כאילו...
תחה.
Like weather... Yeah, תחזית. תחזית, כן.
תחזית. Well, this is an economic forecast. What's an economic forecast?
Economic.
In other words, what's the economy? What's the economy? The economy.
אקונומיקה, כאילו.
זה לא אקונומיקה כמו אתה מנקה את הרצפה עם אקונומיקה.
לא.
משהו אחר.
כן, כאילו.
מה זה? יש מילה בעברית לזה. There's a word in Hebrew. It has to do with money. With money. Kalkala. Right. Very good, Talia. Okay, it has to do with kalkala. Okay, so it's tachazit kalkalit. In other words, how the economy will be in the future. They may be influenced by a variety of factors. They are influenced, mushba'im, by a variety of factors. One of the words for haktava. What's a variety of factors?
Yeah, migvan.
And what's a factor? A factor?
עובדות.
No. Uvda is a fact.
Yeah, but factors that משפיעים, כאילו, מה שמשפיע.
גורמים,
כן.
Yeah. So let's try to read together in this crazy way of reading. I don't know if I can do this, really. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So, prepare to compare. As you read, note evidence the writer uses to support her claims about the potential impact of automation. This will help you compare the argument with the key. באמת, הם רוצים שאתם משווים את המאמר הזה עם המאמר לפני כן, אבל אני חשבתי שהמאמר הזה יותר מעניין כדי להתחיל איתו. Okay, אז לכן התחלתי, that's why I began with the last one. So they want you to compare with the other article, which was called the automation paradox. Let's just start reading this. If you're like most young people, you've probably embraced technology. What does it mean to embrace something? What's an embrace?
מעריץ או...
No, embrace it, לאמץ, כאילו...
Almost. Yeah, you're right. It means לאמץ. Really, an embrace is to hug. You hug somebody, you give them a big chibuk. So you've embraced.
כאילו לקבל בברכה.
כן. Okay.
Embrace it, מקבל אותך בברכה.
Embrace. In French, that's the word for hug. You communicate with friends via videos. Via means by means of. Videos and filters. You have vast numbers of songs and shows within reach. You can get items delivered to your home the same day you ordered them without leaving the house. These benefits of technology are easy to use. So technology makes it really easy. Maybe you use Amazon, or you use Alibaba, and all these things that you can deliver things to your house from just by a click on the computer. Perhaps you take it further. What's a further?
רחוק יותר. כאילו...
Like, there's more consequences, more shlachot, and are one of those who believe that technology does not just add fun and convenience to our lives, convenience as in Nechut.
Nechut.
It's actually the answer to most of our problems, even problems that are caused by technology itself. In the very near future, one of the biggest of these problems is likely to be that many jobs now held by humans will be done by some combination of artificial intelligence and automated machine. So what are they saying here? In the future, jobs that are held by humans, that are done by humans, will be
done by robots.
by robots.
Yeah, בינה מלאכותית.
Right, okay, like even, they say even
Artificial
doctors in the future, you
intelligence.
won't need to have a doctor. You'll just go in a
But that
robot.
means that no one will have their jobs, and then no one has money, and
Yeah. Like a lot of people-
Exactly. That's the whole
a
point.
lot of people will be useless. They'll be useless. There's this guy, what's his name? An Israeli guy, I have his book here. I don't know if you've heard of him. Yuval Harari. אתם רואות אותי במסך? בנות?
Uh-huh.
אתם רואות אותי? כי אני לא...
yeah.
Yuval Harari. Have you heard of Yuval Harari? מישהו שמע עליו?
No.
No? He's very
Yeah,
much...
I haven't.
They read him everywhere in America and in Europe. And he writes about, it's one of the things he talks about. This is called 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. Anyway, he talks a lot about that. Like, there's going to be a class of people that are useless. What are we going to
A
do?
lot of people talk about it now, like in a lot of movies and shows.
Yeah, it's a very big issue. Okay. If you're tempted to shrug off concern about this phenomenon, because you assume that the wonders of technology will somehow, okay, if you are tempted to, must it be tempted to do something, tempted.
Like, it's not like seduced, but it's
Right. Yeah, you're
not
right.
the same, but it's like מפתה.
מפתה.
אם אתה
Yeah.
נמשך אחר...
Yeah, good. Okay, to shrug off. A shrug is like when you moshech tafayim. Okay? I don't know. I'm shrugging my shoulders. אני מושך את כפיים שלי, I shrug my shoulders. Here, I mean, משתמשים בזה בקצת מובן מטאפורי. To shrug off a concern. כמו, מה זה אכפת לי? Okay? About this phenomenon, because you assume, אתה מניח, that the wonders of technology, okay, the פלאים של technology will somehow, okay, next page, will somehow, oops, that's not the next page. Next page, 1 second. It's the page before that. Oops. Do I do this? Go away. No. Oh, I turned it around? No way. Just go back to the beginning. Well, I can't see what's here. Maybe it's this. Why is it not the right way? Darn it. Oh, is this is the book. This is it, but I didn't copy it well. Sorry. And I don't know how to turn it around.
We can just flip your
computers
phones,
around.
whoever is on the phones.
Yeah, just flip your phone around or whatever. I'll do that to the computer too myself. Okay, סליחה שאני חתכתי את הדף למעלה, אני קם הספר שלי. Okay, so משפט הולך ככה, ואני אצלם את זה שוב. The wonders of technology were somehow, yeah, good. Bati, you read, will somehow create new
and better jobs.
You read, keep reading. You should.
Okay. You should be aware that research tells another story. As part of the generation that will arguably be most affected by these changes, it's in your interest to stay informed rather than simply hope for the best. There's no argument.
No, let's just stop for a second. So we're saying this article is going to talk about, there are some risks here. There's some dangers here, right? So you should all, second. You need to be aware. Okay, and that's what we're going to learn about in this article, how to beware. Okay, where you got? I'm having a hard time with my mouse. How many? Yeah. Okay. So there is no argument. There is no argument that many jobs now held by humans will be replaced by some form of advanced technology. Okay, what does that mean? There's no argument that many jobs held by humans will be replaced by. What are we saying here?
Like,
that
אף אחד לא, how do you say, מוחה על זה שבטוח בעתיד חלק מהעבודות יהיו מוחלפות.
אין ויכוח נגד זה. According to a new report by a multinational accounting is מורה חשבון, and consulting firm, חברה ייעוץ. Wait a second, Moria, Marco's trying to get in again. Okay. According to a new report by a multinational accounting and consulting firm based in London, 38% of US jobs are at high risk of being replaced by robots and artificial intelligence over the next 15 years. The report estimates the percentage.
That's a real bummer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The report estimates the percentage of jobs lost to automation in Britain will be 30%, with 35% in Germany and 21% in Japan, okay? So we're talking, 35% of people, tons of people might be losing their jobs. This change is already underway. Okay, Batya, you read. Batya, you want to read, and then somebody else after that. Go for it. Shipping companies.
Okay. Shipping companies.
Slowly, just slowly. Shipping companies
have made headlines with self-driving trucks carrying cargo across the country. Ride-share companies have been testing self-driving taxis in Pennsylvania and Arizona. Once more of our trucks and taxis drive by themselves, what will happen to the people who held jobs as drivers? In the US, roughly 180,000 taxi drivers, 600,000 ride-share drivers, and 3.5 million truck drivers could end up displaced. This number is greater than the population of Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, Austin, and Fort Worth combined. Will all these people find other sources of employment, or will the number of unemployed grow as the out-of-work drivers are joined by the millions of others who have been displaced by artificial intelligence and robots?
Okay, great. Let's talk about that. Great. Let's talk about a few words and sentence.
That's a little bit creepy.
It's very.
I know, it's like a movie.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's like a movie. It's like there's this movie 2067, something like that. It's the end of the world. No, that doesn't have to do with anything.
So yeah, I mean that's why people are talking something about even scarier ideas. Won't even talk to you about. But yeah, so let's talk about some words here. So they talk. What's this word? Roughly 180,000. Be'erech. Rough is mechuspas, but rough is like more aracha mechuspas, more zelo b'diuk. And what's the word? Yeah, rough. The GH is like more f, rough. אבל זה גם כמו ניהל זכוכית שזה rough, it's rough. What is this word? People will be displaced, okay? Displaced.
Their place, like their place will be taken. Their places will be taken.
Yeah, it could be bli machaseh, they will lose their home, or it could be that their jobs will be changed. They'll lose their jobs. And of course, what is this word? Unemployment. You'll be unemployed. Unemployed.
בלי עבודה?
בלי עבודה.
מובטל.
כן, מובטל. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to read paragraph 5? You volunteer? Somebody else?
It's a long paragraph.
Okay, if you get tired, I'll finish. Okay, Talia, go for it. Technology fans. I mean, Talia or yeah, that was Yara. Yara, go for it.
Okay. Technology fans claim that the fear that robots will lead to massive unemployment are unfounded.
What does that mean? Well, your fear is unfounded. What's to found something?
Like
I mean, so.
You can found a school. You can found an idea. You can found a new organization.
I got how to say it.
It's called, what's a foundation? A foundation is like,
תעשייה אולי?
No, מקימים. הפאונדר זה מי שמקים.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So a foundation is a
יסודות.
יסוד.
Yeah.
So to found is לייסד. כמו לייסד בית ספר חדש. זה לא קשור לעבר של מילה find, שזה אותו מילה. Okay, okay, so we could say, if your fear is well-founded, יש בסיס טוב לפחד שלך. If your fear, אם הפחד שלך is unfounded, there's no basis. There's no basis for your fear. Okay? So they're saying
that's phobia, like
it's a phobia.
claustrophobia.
So the fans of technology say that their fears are unfounded. Go on, Yara. They say.
They say that people who are displaced from jobs will find new and better occupations that will be created by the economic shift.
Economic shift. A shift is a change. So economic changes.
They suggest that the factory worker whose task on the assembly line is now completed by a machine might instead become someone who survives the machine. For example,
services the machine.
For example.
Good.
Oh, services.
For example, in other words, the person, an assembly line is like in a factory, people line up and everybody does something different. Like I put on this part and then always the same part. And then it goes to somebody else and they put on this part. It's called an assembly line. Henry Ford, who התחיל לייצר מכוניות בתפוקה מסיבית, הוא המציא את זה. For the Ford car. And it was a big revolution because they could do a lot of stuff if everybody always does the same thing, even though it was very boring for the person always doing the same screw, the same piece. But it makes things faster. Now they say those people, they'll lose their job, but maybe they'll take care of the machines instead. Okay, go on one more sentence.
It's like a cola factor. Yeah. The whole thing is made by machines, but there's people who make them work.
Right. Okay, that's the idea here. Or that, what's the last, can you read that last part there, or is it blocked out from you?
Or that there could be a rise in jobs in sectors that are harder to automate. Such as healthcare.
Yeah. Okay. What does that mean? That's the word we learned at the beginning of the class. Sectors.
Sector.
Jobs in other sectors.
Divisions.
Areas.
It's like sections.
Machlakot, like sections. Yes, like that are harder to automate. What does it mean to automate? If we know automation means
a robot there or something.
I'm sorry, what?
Like to make a robot there or something like that.
You have to make a robot. Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was to לנתח.
Menateach?
לנתח, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, girls. I think it's actually time to stop. Do you want to stop now and probably have lunch or something like that? And I'll tell you what let's see. There's more left in this article. You've got like 2 pages more. I mean, I'll read this paragraph and you've got 2 pages more. The last 200 years. This is a quote from somebody named David Autor. The last 200 years, we've had an incredible amount of automation, argues MIT economist David Autor. We have tractors that do the work that horses and people used to do on farms, like tractors, dachorim. We don't dig ditches by hand anymore. We don't pound tools out of wrought iron. We don't do bookkeeping with books. Okay, bookkeeping is to be a orech heshbon, but if you're an orech heshbon, you don't work with books, we work with computers. But this has not in net reduced the amount of employment. So he claims this is not in net. In net is a reshit, but net also means like your net salary is your whole salary. So net means it has not in all, in the whole group, reduced the amount of employment. What's to reduce? Reduce is
להפחית.
להפחית. It's the opposite of increase.
מיסטר, מתחיל לנו עכשיו שיעור אחר.
אז 1:30
איזה שיעור?
שיעור?
שלח,
כן.
נכון. יש לנו שיעור שלח.
אוקיי, אז יאללה בנות, אני עליתי לכם באתר את המשימה, אני מצפה שאתם במקום אנגלית, כי אתם לא הולכות לשיעור אנגלית, you will finish the article, and I wrote up here what to do. I said, read the article and answer the questions on pages 55 to 56, okay? Which are like the ones you did last time, but then, החלק האחרון זה או מחקר או לעשות פרסומת, create a, או לא כתבתי נכון, a public service announcement. Yeah. So you choose either to do, there's a little research thing at the very end, or to do like a persona.
In the yellow box, that's the second part.
Yeah. This you do.
And the first part is also like the discuss with a small group and also create a public service announcement.
Yeah, don't, you're not going to discuss with a small group. Just, you choose either to do the research, to כתוב שם מה לעשות, או לעשות את המחקר, or to do, what is it?
Commercial?
To make a performance. Okay, you have to make up what you want to do, okay? But where is it? I don't really see it here.
Okay.
Okay, girls, you gotta go. And I'll clean this up. I see that for some reason, the last page is not there. So I gotta copy that one too and put it up there, all right? Oh no, here it is. Wait a second. Duh. It's over here. Yeah, here it says, this you do, but here it says research. You choose to do this research to find more examples of this, or you create a public service announcement. Use ideas from the heads up humans to create a public service announcement to build awareness about the potential impact of automation on jobs in the future. So you kind of got to make like you can make a PowerPoint picture or something like that, whatever you want. Okay, you let me know how you feel about this work. If you can do it, do your best, talk about it together. And I don't want to keep you anymore. So kol hakavod. And write me on WhatsApp if you have any questions. All right?
Okay.
Okay, girl.
Bye.
Be well.
Thank you.
Hasta luego.